and welcome to the Spark Show, where we got comedy, news, and two forgettable digs.
With Sparks.
You've got tiny wrists.
Pike.
Hates French toast and your children.
And you, the committee.
Yo, what up, fucker?
Subscribe now and become a committee member. Let's rock.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey now. We're here. We're live. And how are you? Oh my God. Thank you so much for being here. This is quite exciting. Oh my God.
Committee member Beardley's here,
Wait
and
a
welcome to
minute. That scared the living hell out of me.
It's very loud. Run it again.
I did that on accident. I shouldn't have clicked the button. Oh man. Whew. That's scary. It was like a scary movie for a second.
It was. Man, you all right?
I just shit my pants.
That's how I usually start the day, too. Shit in my pants.
Hello and welcome to the Spark Show. That right there. Oh, look at that lovely human being. Apparently, he's got great calves. His name is Pike. Find him on all social media at Pike Taylor Radio. Great calves, right, Pike?
Yeah, well, you can mock me, but I would say they're my best feature. Now, this is a pretty short list of good features, but they would probably
Stop!
Committee member Beardley's here, and welcome to the Spark Show, where we got comedy, news, and
It won't end. It will not end.
You gotta stop doing that. Whatever you're doing, stop it.
Oh, I'll never hit that button again. I'll tell you that much. Apparently, it's like resurrects things from the dead. It's not playing. It stopped, and then it keeps firing off. Let's talk about your gams. Keep going. Your best feature.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, they're pretty big, you know, relative to, I suppose, normal calves. But yeah, and it's nothing I did. They're just this is how
Just
they
natural. Just a natural.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like the muscle mass on a horse. You know, it's glistening. It's gorgeous. It's
born with it.
powerful.
Yeah, just a horse.
Yeah.
No, I'm not muscular the rest of the way around. It's just
Right.
the calves.
No,
whatever-
your calves
for
are
whatever.
thoroughbred, and your rest. All right, that's enough.
committee member Beardley.
What the hell? What in the hell? What the hell?
So when you're pressing this button, what are you thinking it's gonna do? I'm curious.
I'm not doing anything. It just keeps playing.
Oh, 'cause you mentioned a button.
Every time it plays, it scares the shit.
Yeah, it's very loud.
Why did I make it so intense? It's so intense.
Oh, you know, by the way, it'd be less intense if you would have kept our band's song on there. What happened to that? There it is again. It's no.
I turned the audio off this time because it was scaring the hell out of me, but it keeps playing. Hold on, we're gonna let it cycle through. Let it cycle through, and then I won't hit the button at the end because I hit the button at the end, and then it just got angry. It just kept
Right.
it kept going on and on and on. Oh man, you know, okay, yeah, I'll swap it out with Low Standards. New music coming out, by the way, from Low Standards.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Is it as intense as this? Robots fighting? All right, now I'm not going to hit
I would
the
say
button.
it's just as intense, if not
Oh,
more.
okay, good. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I've been looking for. All right, well, I think we can start the show now as I've shat
Okay.
myself 3 times now.
I'm
the
out.
beginning.
Yeah. I'm out of poop. Nothing more to fill my pants with.
That's the way we should end the show. I'm out of poop. But no, alas, we find out today how we end the show, which is exciting. We are going to tally up some votes. We'll get to that in a second. We got the news that matters, which is really exciting. The committee, news that matters, all very, very exciting. That's the part I look forward to in the show. But before we get to any of that, Pike, I asked you yesterday to make yet another new graphic for this show. If you didn't watch yesterday, Pike thought it was, oh, what a funny, wisecracking joke. You know, you go on Apple Podcasts and you look for Spark Show. You see this image pop up there. You know, it's like, it looks, you know, I think it's black. It looks like that. It's good. It's good, but it's not. There's no pizzazz. It doesn't tell me what the show is and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, "Hey, Pike, can you do me a favor? Can you punch it up a bit? Maybe say what the show is. You know, go ahead and describe. You know, because people judge books by their cover. That's why there's a saying that you shouldn't do it, because people do it all the time, right? And essentially, I want people to click on and go, "Oh, that show looks funny. That show looks good." So Pike, being hilarious, created this graphic here. And yeah, very funny. Got it. It's the Spark Show. And Pike is, you know, the massive focal point there as the graphic. And then you got me. I'm blurry in the background and I'm tiny. Just over your shoulder. People can mistake me for, I don't know, could be a peanut dust on his shoulder, maybe, if how small it is. Everything else is blurry. Your eyes are naturally drawn to Pike in this.
Yeah. I really felt like it was just the right amount of you. But
it's great. That's great. So now,
teasing.
At the end of the show yesterday, I was like, Pike, can I should I really trust you? Make another graphic one more time, or what are we doing here for this whole thing? All right?
I mean, joke's over. Ha ha, like you said. I'm not dicking around anymore. I'm done with it.
I'm so nervous.
When do you want to see it? Because I was up late. Let me tell you that. That's why I'm so sleepy today. It's because I was up late doing this. And I feel like I've got it. I feel like I hit the nail on the head.
Can you send it to me, please? Put it up on the drive. I'll download it, and I'll throw it up. I won't even look at it. I'll experience it at the same time with the committee. So please drop it on the drive and send it to me.
Dropping it now.
Okay,
God,
thank you.
You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Thank you.
I can already see your face. It's going to be like...
All right.
You're going to love it so much.
Thank you. Is that the face I make when I'm happy or I'm angry?
Yeah, when you're elated. That's
okay.
it.
I am so nervous for this. I will say this, though, while you're dropping it on the drive, if you could, hit that subscribe button, brother. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to the committee. Gotta love the committee. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. And, of course, if you download the podcast, you're going to see the graphic up there. We're going to take this graphic. We're going to put it up on Apple Podcasts is like the biggest one, but it goes everywhere. So if you get it on, Spotify, or you get it on Castbox, whatever that is, a lot of people are getting this from Castbox, Bear Pike. Thank you, and I appreciate it. So we're all going to witness it together. While you're there, drop a comment or a review and all that kind of stuff, and I really appreciate it. And if you really want to help out the show, you can tell a friend about this show. That's the coolest thing you could do. I mean, comments and reviews are always great, but if you could be like, yo, bro, check out this, and send them a link to the either YouTube channel or the podcast itself, and then shop the shop, we get a whopping $1.90 profit off of every single thing sold. So it's expensive for us to print, apparently. It's
very
not expensive to buy. I tried keeping everything under I'm not charging $30 for a shirt. I always think that that's astronomical. You know what I mean?
It's too much.
That's way too much. I mean, come on. I understand
it's
inflation.
a tough year.
Yeah.
It's the holidays. People can't be paying $30 for a fucking T-shirt.
No, exactly. Hi, Steven. Steven's on YouTube right
Hey.
now. Watch it. Did you drop it
What
in
up,
there yet?
Steven?
Or what? We still
It's
waiting
in.
on you?
Oh yeah.
You waiting on
No,
me
there was
now?
like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, Jesus. I was doing the whole spiel, you know what I mean? Right.
Seemed like you were having fun.
Downloading now.
Nice. Right click and download. Love it.
You know it. Right click.
You know.
Right clicky clicky. All right, hold on. Let me go to add input. All right, here we go. Here is Pike's new graphic for the Spark Show. You son of a bitch.
Now, before you freak out, take it all in. Notice the details.
Oh my God.
Do you care to explain? Or do you want me to kind of walk you through it?
Photo. What is that?
There are more shirtless photos of you out there than you are aware of. All right, so
Where did you get this?
it was on the internet. All right. So let's start with, first of all, the biggest problem you had with the last one, I think anyway, was the size of your head. You wanted to be bigger. So you're bigger. You're huge. In fact, I'd say you take up probably 80% of this new graphic. And the name of the show, by the way, is already your fucking name and yours alone. So you can't complain about that. Then you look on your naked shoulder where it says comedy show. You wanted it to explain what it was. Bingo. And then it's just like a little flare, just like a little kiss.
Is that a tattoo?
Yep, you've noticed the tattoo on your shoulder in a heart, which is a face. It happens to be my face. And then, of course, to kind of round it all out.
You put a fake tattoo of yourself on my naked shoulder.
Listen, nobody's believing that's a fake tattoo. Prove it.
Oh my God.
And then, of course,
It's
just because like there's like a lot of hashtags out on social media, so I figure we could get one going, and obviously that would be hashtag Rim Nation, which is also on your shoulder. You're kind of being a dick about it. I've done now 2 graphics for the show.
I think I like the first one better, okay? I don't think anyone needs this much naked me. I like this one better, okay? The first one you did with a large Pike in the middle. And then this one, no one needs my bare shoulders, okay? I should be treated like a 1700s colonial woman where I am covered from like jawline to ankles. I should just be covered up all the time. This is way too much skin. I hate the Rim Nation thing. You made it look like it's tattooed on my traps and my shoulder up there. Okay? I don't mind the comedy show. I think that's a good way to describe this. That's fine. Excuse me. The
Not
heart,
really, because you're not really having much fun with this.
the heart with Pike tattoo. Come on, man.
It's classy. It's a nice tribute to a friend. Nothing to be ashamed about. Listen, if you've been on our social media lately, you've noticed that Rim Nation is possibly outgrowing the actual audience of the show.
No! Rim Nation
It
is
is.
not outgrowing the committee. The committee is what the committee decided on. By you calling it Rim Nation, you're going directly against the wish of the committee.
I don't know if I'm the one who's decided, because a lot of other people are chanting Rim Nation.
No one is chanting
They're going Rim,
Nation.
Rim, Rim.
They are not
Rim.
chanting Rim. Steven, don't put hashtag Rim Nation. Stop it. Steven on YouTube is throwing up hashtags of Rim Nation up here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Steven, stop it. Stop. Stop with this Rim Nation nonsense. It's not. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Don't talk to Rim Nation that way. Steven, you do whatever you want.
Rim Nation is your subset of committee members? Is that what that is?
Yeah, and I think that's what hurts you the most. That's kind of like my...
I don't want to be a part of your stupid little Rim Nation gang, okay?
It's fine. You're not.
I don't want to be. And I don't want it tattooed on my chest here like you put. It's like when they put signs on the roof of arenas so the helicopter can fly over and it still says, you know, low mortgage rate field or whatever, you know?
I don't know if I follow that one.
Quicken Loans Arena. Scary low rates. What is that? What's the baseball stadium where the White Sox play? Guaranteed low rate field. That's what it's called.
It's no, isn't it like Cell US Cellular or something?
Is that what it is? What's the guaranteed low rate field? I'm telling you, that's one of them. Guaranteed low rate field.
You're right. Guaranteed rate field. That's right. When did they change that?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's what my shoulder looks like with Rim Nation posted all over it. Please, okay, look, let me just say I have the extreme veto on this. I'm saying absolutely not. We are not putting that up as the graphic of the Spark Show, okay? If you enjoyed it, watching it live, cool. But if you listen to the show, it's not going up there as the graphic on like Apple Podcasts and all that kind of nonsense. We're not putting that up. Nobody needs that, Pike.
Well, guess what? Why don't you do it then? Okay? You got so many problems with mine. Well, watch me pick yours apart. You better be careful with what you whip up.
So wait, now you want me to do it?
Why? You think I'm going to do it again?
I asked you to make one graphic for the show. One.
And I've made two, so...
They both are awful, Pike, and you've done two graphics intentionally bad. That doesn't...
I don't know.
It's not like you fill a quota. You got that one, and then you have this nonsense. Shirtless me staring off into God knows what with Rim Nation tattooed on my shoulder and you with a heart around it.
I'm thinking, so far, more people have been into these graphics than any other graphic.
Oh, for God's sake.
How can you say they're so bad? And by the way, the White Sox Stadium was US Cellular Field prior to.
Yeah, Now it's called Guaranteed Rate Field, which is just the worst name for anything.
It sure is.
So bad.
It sure is.
You have the Smoothie King. What is that? Smoothie King Arena or whatever. That's awful as well.
Yeah.
Steven says, go with the other photo, but make both people bigger. Steven's trying to find a nice compromise. He's trying to find a solution between the two.
He's a problem solver.
Please
I like
delete.
that. So make me a little bigger yet, and then kind of increase your size as well.
Please delete that graphic, please. I do not want a shirtless me floating around.
You shouldn't take shirtless pics if you don't want shirtless pics of you on the internet.
I don't even know where you got that
It's the
photo.
only way that can happen.
Where did you get the photo of me shirtless? Do you just have a bunch of shirtless me photos on your computer?
I got a whole folder of them.
Oh, my God. All right, let's move along here. We got to get to the votes. The reason why?
The committee has spoken.
That's right, Pike. It's the committee. It's not Rim Nation. The committee has spoken. They have decided what should be the final outro of this show. Now, there was a lot of people that submitted and an even more abundant of people who voted. We got a lot of votes over there, so shout out to the committee. Thank you so much for weighing in here. We had, we had a lot of great candidates. We had this one from Zach.
Sparks and Pike, they've got to go just because this is the end of the show.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You got the old committee chair, Colin.
If you're looking at me, the show's over. So, Pike went out to go play golf or go to his job because, he's not like Sparks who doesn't have a job. And he's probably just at home sitting around, wondering what kind of curtains to put on his basement prison. All right. Have a good day, committee.
All right, so you got that one from Colin. That was on there. My favorite one was Shady, who dropped some solid advice here, right? Didn't he?
Save your real teeth.
Incredible.
Quick, concise, and wise beyond all fucking
Exactly.
wisdom.
You had this one from Donna. Donna sent in one as a donkey.
Hope you enjoyed listening to these asses. I'm gonna go take a shit now.
Okay, you got that one. I mean, these are all great ways to end the show. But alas, as I said,
The committee has spoken.
only one can be crowned the winner, Pike. And as I counted,
It's so
which
true.
I'm not a very good mathematician here, but I did tally them up. With,
What would we end up with?
in third place, we had number 10, which I believe was the donkey we just witnessed. In second place, we had number 3, which was Jason.
Hey guys, that's it for this episode of the Spark Show. But don't worry, there's an after party in Spark's mouth, and you're all invited to come.
Okay, that came in second place. And the number 1 most voted on outro for the Spark Show, woohoo, there it is Jason's Child.
Oh, no.
It was
Of course.
a huge vote for the kid who curses. So the way we're going to end the show every single day is this.
Show's over, motherfuckers. Now get out of here.
All right. And the old double finger salute from a child looks to be under 5 years old.
It's a good vocabulary for a young man.
He enunciated quite well.
He did. That's a lot of syllables.
One thing we did say on the show here, Pike, one of the rules of comedy we came up with was children swearing, always funny. Always.
Gold.
I mean, it's just,
You don't know any better.
It's the
You ain't
innocence.
going to grow up to be an absolute hell raiser.
No.
No way.
Kidding? Look how adorable those little middle fingers are. You kidding me?
Nah. Got some cute pajama pants on.
Got some jammies on.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's the dichotomy. You know what it is? It's the dichotomy of such innocence with such vulgarity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's right there. It's like two atoms colliding, creating comedy energy, So that's it, dude. We're going to have to play that at the end of the show. Yeah.
I hate to see all these other ones go to waste because, man, there's some good ones.
Yeah, dude. Like Glenn.
The show's over, go on. Nothing to see or hear anymore.
Tasty licks, baby. Not done yet. Not done yet. A little more. A little more. Yeah. Oh, God.
So good. So good.
So good. Oh, my. This computer is freaking out today, dude, because now I can't cut to us. And now it's just on Glenn's hand. There it goes. All right. We got it. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know what to do with all these other clips. I think I'm going to delete them because I think my computer's like maxed out at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe throw them in your ass for safekeeping. I was just trying to get our quota in of talking about things in people's asses. We're a half hour into it and we haven't mentioned it, so I was getting nervous.
Guess you'll never guess, so I got a clue. Yes, I got
a clue for you. Let's do this news that matters here.
Yes, this is the news that matters. Yes, this is the news that matters. Holy shit.
Yes, Pike. You heard it. You're not wrong. Everything is okay. Nobody was hurt. But a man with a chainsaw walked into McDonald's. Did you hear about this? No.
Yeah, I heard about it. In fact,
is that your story?
I was about to tell you about it. All right, have we started getting these stories from the same source?
No, mine was from ABC News last night at like midnight, and I was like, I'm so tired. I got to find some stories here. You know.
Well, that's where mine's from.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, since we both know about it, I'll let you present it because you're first. But I'll know what's going on. Yeah, by all means.
Dude, a guy walks into a McDonald's. I got a lot of problems with the story here, okay? I got a lot of problems. A guy walks into McDonald's with a chainsaw. At first red flag, it's 3:30 in the afternoon, okay? It's either drugs or he's an insane person because no one walks around into McDonald's with chainsaws in midday. It's just not how it happens. No. You walk into a chainsaw at night after you've been smoking bath salts, okay? This is insane that it's at 3:30 in the afternoon. We're just about over the lunch rush, right? We're calming down as a staff. Maybe I'm like trying to wipe down clean before we get hit for dinner. And all of a sudden, a maniac walks in with a chainsaw, okay? Which is already first red flag. It's not on, though. It's not until he walks beyond the counter that he starts revving it while people are making your burger.
Jesus.
That's the first red flag. Time of day. Second red flag. The manager. Did you read that the manager tried to confront the guy after he stole a drink and some food? Didn't even steal money.
Christ.
He stole food and a drink. The manager walked outside in the parking lot to confront him. Who the fuck, Pike, confronts a man with a chainsaw?
It's a moron, Sparks. They're not reasonable people. So just call the fucking police.
Are you talking about the managers of McDonald's? They're not reasonable people? Because, yes, you're right.
No. Well, I mean, maybe that too. I mean, people with chainsaws, not reasonable people. They're not looking to negotiate.
Not at all. However, the real insane person here is the manager from McDonald's who confronts a man wielding a chainsaw and yelling. Just be like, dude, take all the burgers you want. I'm a manager at McDonald's. This is not the way I want to. The guy's already left. He's in the parking lot. He's eating his burger and drinking his sweet tea. You don't follow him. He has a chainsaw. You idiot. What kind of hero Happy Meal did you crack into in order to think that you could go get your burger and drink back?
Yeah, maybe he didn't have a lot going for him. He thought, here's my shot. Here's my shot to be a hero. What if he would have just diced him up? Just carved him into 10 pieces.
That's why that's where they get the McRib from.
Come on now.
So, I know I love McDonald's. I will not.
Oh, you won't hear me rip McDonald's either.
Yeah.
It's probably the place I've eaten most in my life.
I've eaten there a lot, and I sign off on McDonald's. Managers, though, ballsy, to say the least. Good Lord. 2 red flags so far. Time of day, manager confronting him in the parking lot. 3rd red flag. The cops stopped him by a tire store. So this guy walks into a McDonald's like a horror film. Goes, I want some food. Eats some food. Walks behind the counter, steals a drink and some food. Then proceeds to leave. Gets some flack from the manager. You know, whatever. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Right? As he proceeds. Yeah, that's every manager everywhere. And proceeds to leave. Cops stop him by the tire store. Third red flag. What are the cops doing? It says nothing in here about tasing someone. It just says the cops apprehended and tackled him. Dude, could you imagine being a cop and you have to tackle a guy who's throwing around a chainsaw?
I wouldn't do it.
I'd rather the guy have a gun. You know what I mean? Like, a gun's going to be less accurate than a chainsaw.
I don't know, man. Chainsaws are pretty heavy.
Dude, he's got a chainsaw. You're going to try to tackle a man with a chainsaw. Guns are wildly inaccurate. You know what I mean? It's just yes, are they deadly? Of course. But you've either got to be a really good shot, and the guy's running, he's running. It's not accurate. You know what I mean? It's not like you're sitting there. Chainsaw, bro, trying to tackle a guy with a moving blade. No way. No way.
I feel
Third
like
red flag.
It wouldn't cut right through. You know, like you'd probably get stabbed, but by the time you could tackle his ass, I think he'd be okay. I'd still take the chainsaw over a gun, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Are you able to wield a chainsaw in public? Like, what are the rules on that? Because I know it's not really concealed. You can't really conceal and carry a chainsaw. But who says you can't?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I think you probably can wield a chainsaw, because God knows I could go into McDonald's, right, with an M4, but I can't go in with a chainsaw? Like, that's weird. What if I'm a lumberjack and I want, the dollar menu?
On your lunch break, of course.
Yeah. You're like, what? Are you kidding me? McGriddles all day? I'm so in. Guys, let's maybe you fashion yourself a canoe and you float down to the local Mickey D's. That'd be awesome. Now, I remember a story in Florida where a guy went through a drive-through window and he threw an alligator through the drive-through window.
Yeah, we do that down here.
And that was considered assault with a deadly weapon. Is what they got him for.
Really?
Yeah.
How big a gator?
It was, I think it was like 3 feet, 4 feet long. Yeah. It was a pretty substantial gator, and he chucked it in there and left. When they arrested him, assault with a deadly weapon, a.k.a. the alligator. So this guy, my final red flag, he was charged with robbery, criminal mischief, refusing to submit to arrest, and violation of conditions of release. Now, I don't see anything in there about assault with a deadly weapon. So, just in terms of precedent for the law, you think that a chainsaw would be more of a deadly weapon than an alligator being thrown at you. You know?
Yeah.
Is it because he didn't try to attack anyone?
Maybe, but it sounds like he was at least threatening with it. But here's the thing. If you're this guy, you got to be crazy, because if you want to rip off a McDonald's, you don't need a chainsaw. You can just walk in there and go, hey, listen, I've got a chainsaw in my truck. Give me all the food you've got. Or the old classic, listen, I've got a gun. You don't have to show him the gun.
Dude, you don't even need to do that at McDonald's. You know what you do? You go, you stand there, you walk in, you stand there, and they're like, 334? 334? And you go, yeah, that's me. And you just grab it and you walk out. You're not 334. That's someone else's 334. And they're like, 335? So and he's like, no, wait, I'm 334. Oh, somebody grabbed your three. Is he with you?
That's class. Or this is what I used to do. You walk in, okay, so like during the busy time, like dinner, you frantically walk in the lobby, like you're just in a hurry. You go right up to the counter and you say, hey, I just drove through the drive-thru and you guys are missing like a ton of stuff in here. And they're like, oh, no, what? And you're like, yeah, like a quarter pounder. We've got 2 fries missing and a shake. And they're like, so busy, they don't want to argue. They're not even going to ask for your receipt. Or if they do ask for your receipt, you get more pissed. You'd be like, it's in the car. Okay, are you going to make this right or not? And the little kid's going to go, okay. And he's going to fill a bag up and he's just going to give it to you.
And so brilliant.
It is.
Wow.
Well, I mean, hey, listen. It's like it's kind of like Robin Hood. Like I was poor, so it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, putting the robbing in Robin Hood. Yeah, for sure, Pike. So
have they
wrong.
made a porn called Throbbing Hood?
Nice. I don't know if they have, but they absolutely should.
They should.
Yeah. Should definitely be an uncircumcised male as well. That hood. Let me ask you. Have you ever stolen anything? Have you ever taken anything before?
Well, I just told you about stealing from a fast food restaurant.
So you've done that. You've done that multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah, we went through a phase. I say we, like there was a gang of us. Stealing. Yeah, like
What'd
gas
you take?
stations. Just every candy available at a gas station.
Okay.
I did also try to steal a perfume from an Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, wow.
Got caught doing that. Banned from the Abercrombie and Fitch.
They just banned you? They didn't call the cops?
No, the guy roughed me up. He threatened it, but my parents were there. Or not, my mom was there. So he talked to her, and he felt like that was going to be punishment enough. Little did he know it wasn't.
So what'd you do? Did you like go?
She didn't care.
And put it in your pocket and then walked away, or what? What'd you end up?
Well,
doing?
there was 3 of us friends, and it was perfume, so I wasn't buying it for myself. It was this girl I was dating at the time, trying to be cool. My friend, who was a bad boy, he told me that if you just take off the little sensor, if you take it into the dressing room, peel off the sensor inside the box, you're good. You're golden. So I did. And so we walked out, and wouldn't you fucking know it, beep, beep, beep. And it's just the most shameful moment because you know it's you. And so we kept walking. We're going, play it cool, play it cool. And the manager comes running out of the store. And he goes, hey, did you guys pay for everything? And I said,
hey,
I did. Of course I did.
I love the cool guy manager trying. Look, I don't want to accuse you of stealing, but you pay for everything there? Huh? Yeah.
And most of the time, if you didn't steal anything, you would stop when the buzzer goes off and be like, oh, what, me? I didn't do anything. But you assholes kept walking. So, yeah. No, he busted me. But, I was a little bit of a klepto. Not anymore. I would never dare to steal.
Is this West Acres Mall? Do I remember this mall?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's a tough spot,
and I'm
man.
glad they banned me. Yeah, because I didn't like their fucking shirts anyway. They were way too small.
Way too small. You know?
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Abercrombie? You don't like fat people wearing your fashionable clothes? Well, then, you know what I have to say? I don't know what I would say, but I know if I was a young child, I would say...
Show's over, motherfuckers. Now get out of here.
Yeah, that's what the manager said to you, by the way, when you left.
Show's over, motherfuckers.
All right, well, I'm glad we shared the same story. That was fun. It was cool.
Yeah.
Like we had the same
Did you steal anything ever? I feel like you didn't, but you can share if you did.
No, I'm not a thief, and I feel very guilty about that. You know what I did once? I worked at a what is that called? A grocery store. It's no longer here. It was called Tops, and I worked there for a while, and I got a lot of stories from that place. Anyway, one of the stories was this degenerate kid who tried actually selling me real crack cocaine. And I was like, no thanks. But on the clock, we are still working. I was like, not when I'm working.
Try to be cool.
Yeah, no thanks. But so he told me, he goes, you know what, dude? This is right when like the self-scanning thing started coming out, like right when it started happening. He goes, dude, you know what you do? You put 2 donuts in the bag, and then when you ring it up, you just go to self-checkout and you type in 1 donut, and you get a free donut, bro. You get a free donut. And I was like,
that's so clever. Yeah.
Really?
Or you could just walk out of the store with it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I put 2 donuts in the bag, and I walk up and I scan 1 donut, and I pay for it. And as I'm sitting outside on break eating donuts because I'm fatty, I'm just eating donuts. I have 1 down. I'm like, you know what? Here comes that sweet morsel of success. I didn't have to pay for this one. Freedom. I'm eating it. A wave of guilt washes over my face.
Oh,
and I could feel
such
it.
a sweet kid.
It's caressing down my skull and my spine, and it's going down. I'm like, this isn't. I'm not even enjoying this donut. Like it took the sweetness out of the donut, and it became a bitter. It became a donut. Existential crisis is what it came. You know, the hole in the donut was also the hole in my soul. So what I did was I walked in to there, and I went to the lady, the old sweet woman running the self-checkout, and I was like, hey, Dolores, I think I paid for 1 donut when I got 2. It's my first time using this thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, that's okay, sweetie. Today's Tuesday. It's 2 for Tuesday. They're 2 for 1, so that's a free donut anyway.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
So
you could have.
That was it.
What a.
And I go,
Didn't have to pay for it anyway.
And you know what? I couldn't even finish that donut. It wasn't just because I also had a full meal from McDonald's before getting 2 donuts. Like I said, I was a fatty. It wasn't because of that. It wasn't because I ate a double quarter pounder with cheese and a large fry. It was because, Pike, I was ashamed of who I became, you know? And it wasn't the fact that they were free. It was the fact that I went through and I tried to pilfer. And I'm not that kind of person. I learned a tough lesson that day.
Yeah, you did. Did you hook up with Dolores?
No. But Dolores had that, you know, she had that kind of hot thing going on, that Sarah Palin old lady glasses.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
with that like one little piece of hair hanging down. I remember.
Well, you remember her clearly. Wow.
Dude, yes. And I remember how she wrote her M's, you know, because my name's Matt. So I remember, I've never seen M's like this before in my life. She would write Matt on a piece of paper, and she would write it like, let me see if I can do it backwards here. She'd write it like, can I show the camera? Whoop, 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 but like 3 7s, you know? So she'd write it like 3 7s in a row, like 777, but I guess that's an M. You know what I mean? If you look at it, you're like,
it's super annoying, yeah.
I've never seen
old
that.
people write ridiculously. They do. Oh, man. My grandma, before she passed, rest in peace.
Yeah.
She would write like in this cursive where you could absolutely not possibly read what it meant. I'm like, why the fuck are you doing this? I would say to my grandma. I'd kind of rough her up a bit. I'd say, what the fuck are you doing this for?
You'd shake her and be like, what the fuck are you doing this for?
Grandma, god damn it. Ah! Can't read the... Whose gift is this? I can't read whose it says it's to.
Does that say
Come
to
on.
or from? I can't see.
No, she's a sweet
You
lady.
old
otherwise.
hag.
Yeah.
And
Well,
her old,
anyway, so enough.
she had low blood sugar all the time, too, so her hand was shaking constantly. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, Dolores, yeah.
No, your grandma.
You don't know that.
No,
I mean, it's true, but you don't know that.
You're like, who signed this? A Richter scale? I didn't know Richter scales could get me $12 checks, Grandma.
$12 checks.
God, I know you're on Social Security and money's tight, but maybe try print letters instead of cursive.
Oh, man. All right. Okay. Well, that was only story 1, wasn't it?
We're only on story 1. We got 3 to go.
Yeah,
you go next. What's your next story?
All right. So they're filming a new Jackass. You see this? Jackass 4. 20 years after the original. The gang's back together. All right.
Not all
Bunch of old men now fucking around. Not all of them. I know. The one passed.
Yeah. Sad.
So the big players like Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera's there. So
That's all you really need.
filming.
Those are the 3 heavy hitters, right? You don't need any more than that.
Yeah. So here's what happened. Day 1 of filming, they try to pull some stunts like a bunch of rascals. Something to do with like a treadmill, a full-speed treadmill, trying to jump on it with an instrument. So Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville both end up hospitalized after this treadmill incident. So they're already, day 1, these old-ass guys are already in the fucking hospital. So I don't know if they're going to get through filming or if they're going to have to just like kind of water down the stunts.
Yeah. It's called Jackass 4 Hip Replacement because they're all like, or Jackass 4 Life Alert because they're all so old that they're going to shatter their femur in a stiff breeze. You know what I mean? Plus, they've already broken like 9,000 bones. They're like, you guys are like Mr. Glass. Now, would you please just take it easy? How tight is money that all 3 of these dudes need to, or the whole, I get the whole crew probably needs money, but Jesus, dude. It's a pandemic. What are you doing filming a movie during a pandemic? We already know. Tom Cruise can't even keep it together during a pandemic filming a movie. How are the idiots from Jackass going to do it? It's not going to happen.
I don't know. There's a way. I haven't seen any of these movies.
I've never seen a Jackass film either. I feel like people would
Really?
think I'm a huge Jackass fan, and I'm not.
Dude, yeah, I guess I assumed you were. That's why I brought it up. I didn't bring it up for me because, like I said, I haven't seen it.
I guarantee the
But
committee
I know-
loves Jackass. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure they do. And I've seen like one-off clips of shit they've done. Like, I'm fully aware of what they do.
Yeah.
Man, look at Johnny Knoxville. What? God, he's getting older, that's for sure.
Oh,
Steve-O,
really?
he went through some shit. Yeah, he kind of had some issues, and now he seems to be doing better.
Yeah. Well, drugs, drugs are bad.
Yeah, he was like climbing water towers and shit.
Scary. The whole thing is
Protesting the captivity of whales, which is
that really what he
commendable.
was doing?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
at
wow.
SeaWorld, climbed like it might have been a water tower or some sort of structure.
Yeah.
In a protest because of the whales.
Hey, man, those whales are kept. They didn't break the law. No, you know what I mean? What kind of whale crimes did they commit?
They're living luxury, man. They're the lucky ones.
I don't think so. I think luxury would be just letting them exist. You know, I'm all for Steve-O protesting whale captivity. However, Steve-O, where were you on the kids in the cages? You're climbing water towers for the whales. Nothing for the kiddies. Come on, man. Those are the future viewers there.
There's like a SeaWorld 2 miles down the road here, so I kind of am obligated to be like, no, it's awesome. The whales are lucky.
It's great. They rehab hurt animals or something. All right. I understand. SeaWorld. Not thumbs up or down. Right there.
I love them. They do a lot of work with my job.
I love SeaWorld. There's nothing better than SeaWorld when they take a hurt animal from the sea and they bring it in to their aquatic zoo, and then they nurse this thing back to health. Have you ever seen a seagull with a bandage on its wing? It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You ever see a sea lion clap its hands because it has hands now after they sewed some other hands on? Oh, it's never been happier to clap for you. So there you go.
That's right.
Shout out to SeaWorld. All right, so we got my
That's all
third
I've
story.
got to say about that.
That's all I've got to say. You know me and jewelry thieves. I'm a big fan of them. All right, I'm not a big fan of breaking the law, as you know. You've heard my donut guilt just take over every fiber of my being. But my God, jewelry thieves are fascinating. Okay, they put in some time. They burrow underground. They drop from the ceiling. They duck through lasers. I'm all about it. Okay, I think it's cool. Berlin. The Dresden Museum last year, there was a giant jewelry heist. They stole a bunch of gold from this museum. Pretty amazing stuff. Well, Berlin police have now captured 2 of the thieves that broke into the museum, stole a bunch of gold. They caught them. They're 23 years old and 26 years old. Man, can you... Oh, wait, 21 years old. 21 years old, sorry. So,
okay.
Yeah, amazing. What's even more amazing is that these guys are connected to other jewelry thieves that have broken into other museums, and it's a whole thief syndicate, dude. How cool is that? Like, they got all these dudes breaking in, stealing gold. They broke into the museum. They stole what they called the Big Maple Leaf, which is, let me see how big it is here in the article. They broke in, they stole the Big Maple Leaf, a 220-pound Canadian gold coin. In Berlin in 2017, the same crime family of jewelry thieves broke into the museum, stole a 220-pound piece of gold, which they have never recovered. They think they cut it up, melted it, and sold it. They said had a street value of like $4.45 million, dude. That was in 2017. Jesus. Now probably the money's run out. They go in, they break into this museum, they steal more stuff. They finally caught them. Oh, I love this story.
It's amazing. It's a ton of gold. The fuck you making a gold coin that big for?
That's a good point.
What if coins were that big? What if you had to haul around? If you wanted to buy a Tootsie Roll, you had to put it in a wheelbarrow. Yeah. Thank God they made them small. Anyway.
Remember those micro machines? You ever have those as kids? Where you took a penny, put it in the car, and it went, woo, you know what I'm talking about?
It did what?
Am I showing my age here? You put a penny in the back of the car, and it zooms away. I don't know if it like connected the circuit or something. I don't know what it did, but you put a penny in the back of the car, and
that's what
zoomed.
powered it.
Yeah. They're like little micro machines.
Yeah, I'm sort of familiar with that. How about those machines that squish pennies? That's kind of cool. You know what I mean? They flatten the penny.
Yeah. Those are cool too.
Wait a minute. Does it actually flatten the penny, or do you just put a penny in there and then it gives you a pre-flattened penny?
No, dude, it smashes your penny, man.
Are they allowed to do that? That's like currency.
Everybody on Earth is like, oh, that's a penny? Fuck it. Fuck that penny.
Yeah, I throw pennies away.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Get them out of rotation. Gone.
You know what? When I run for president, that's going to be my platform. Be like, first and foremost, pennies, fuck them. They're done, okay? We don't need any more pennies in rotation. All the pennies we've got right now that are currently floating around, that's good. That's fine.
Yeah, we're all set.
Okay. 2, 1, no. I'm going to make, every other year, I'm going to make 1 penny. Okay, so it's 2020, 2021, no pennies. 2022, 1 penny. 2023, no pennies. 2024, 1 penny. And the reason why is because that penny will now be worth more than a penny. And that is the only thing that can make a penny worthwhile. You see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. Have you seen the video? It's a comedy video about ass pennies, it's called.
No.
Okay, so I kind of blew our load about things in asses earlier, but this is a whole video about this guy who sticks pennies up his ass, like as a power move. You got to watch it. It's very funny. So his strategy is every day he shoves pennies up his ass, and he's shoved so many in there that by now he knows that any penny you're handling has been in his ass. So it gives him kind of the upper hand. It makes
pretty
sense,
good.
right?
I kind of like it.
It's pretty good. Oh, dude, you got. I'm gonna send you the link right now.
Send me the link.
What's your?
We'll put it in the description. We'll drop it in the description of this video. So if you want to see the penny in the ass guy, go ahead and
absolutely
check that out. Yeah, exactly. And for that guy, all we have to say is,
guess what's up my rectum?
Guess what?
Guess what's way up there?
Way up there, baby.
Oh, you'll never guess
Pike,
you'll
let's try to
never
touch
guess.
thumb.
So I got a clue.
Try to
Yes,
touch my
I
thumb.
got a clue for you.
There you go. Come
It's
closer.
a riddle, baby. Life's biggest
Up. You
mystery,
gotta go
the unknown.
It's very hard.
It's very tough. Oh, I think we're almost there. We're almost touching thumbs. I can feel connected to you.
Dude, why am I struggling with that so much?
I don't know. It's pretty tough. Pretty hard stuff. All right. Well, there you go. That's it for the show. Thank you so much for enjoying it. Make sure you're leaving a comment. You're getting the like. You're hitting the bell, the thumbs up. You hit subscribe on the whole thing. I don't know what you're doing. We just want you to participate, okay? You're a committee member. We love it. Shout out to all the committee members that sent in the outros. They were all very good. Only one though, which we'll play here in a second. First, I got to say this, though. That guy is at Pike Taylor on all social at Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. He put up, let me just say, super hot pic yesterday of him in the studio. All right. I love that. Very good. Go check it out. See it for yourself. I am at Sparks Radio on all social media. Thank you so much. Pike, you're never allowed
I think
to
we're
do.
gonna set just. Oh, come on.
Nope.
I think
don't
that's the
think so.
graphic we settle on.
I don't think that's the graphic we settle on. We'll put it
Well,
up.
I'm excited to see what you come up with.
We'll put it
Go
up
ahead.
to the committee. I wonder if I can actually fit into this picture here. Put it up to the committee. What do you think of Pike's new graphic? All right, go there and look. YouTube.com/Sparks Radio. Thank you so much for hanging out there. And that's it for the show. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Show's
Bye
over,
now.
motherfuckers. Now get out of here.
Cutie.